Hello, you're watching Access. My name is Dave, and I am joined today by Nath.
Hello!
And Nath, this is, as captured by our very own Hollie Bennett, brand new, the first 30 minutes of Lords of the Fallen.
It's only 10 minutes long, Dave.
I know, I've done some magic on it, and I don't know why it took so long to just tell you what it was there. I thought it was exciting.
It's building up to Lords of the Fallen. And so this is the beginning of Lords of the Fallen, which isn't normally sung as a title.
No.
Normally just say, Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's how I like to say it.
And we are the big scary man in the armour.
That's right.
And we have found some kind of... it looks like a monk. Are we in a monastery?
Yes, we are in a monastery. So yeah, that guy's a monk, and he has led us here. This is the very start of the game, so we're going to start off with a little tutorial section, which I appreciated. But actually, you can. There is an option just to skip it. So it comes up and says like, you know, basic how to play the game. We're going to do a little tutorial, and you can just skip it if you're one of those people who A, doesn't care, or B,
has played Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll see here. If you don't need our help now, just press so.
Fighting a Rogar is quite a challenge. Cool.
I personally fight Rogar regularly, so we've skipped ahead here anyway, just to the end of the tutorial. It does just hold your hand through and explain about the different moves that you can deal.
There's a big hammer. So you look pretty cool from the beginning, really. Look with your rags and your... What do they call them on the shoulders? Pauldrons?
Yeah, that's right, pauldrons.
Yeah.
And actually, there are 3 classes in the game, and this is just the class that Hollie chose.
Yeah.
So, which I believe is cleric.
Conversation trees?
Yes, conversation trees.
Do I believe my eyes?
I know. I don't know whether they lead to branching opportunities and things, but they are there. They are in the game.
They exist.
I really enjoy this, just kicking stuff. But especially when it leads to a little secret.
There's no way Hollie found that on her own. Someone would have told her that was there when she was playing the game.
Well, she gave us some notes with this capture there, so we knew what exactly we'd be talking about. And she wrote in caps, "Look, I found a secret."
How clever am I?
And I wouldn't like to say.
That's what made me not believe that she found it.
And what she's found there is an empty bottle, which isn't in itself very exciting, except it increases the number of potions that you can carry by 1 forever. So that's good.
The weapon, the hammer. I really like the hammer. Ever since, I don't know what Warhammer army you had, Dave, because all of us had one, right? When we were kids.
Actually never did.
It wasn't just me, but
Honestly,
I had dwarves, and you know, hammers are a thing. I could tell you, I could give you a step-by-step tutorial to dry brushing a hammer right now.
Okay.
If you wanted to. Well,
there's a whole other video.
Well, yeah. All I'll say is you base paint it black and just do layers of grey and silver.
Okay.
But
thanks so much.
Back to the point. I wanted to say the light coming through the window behind us here when we were sketching through this, scrubbing through this footage earlier on. I thought it looked fantastic. I love all the soft light sources in this game as well.
I've got so much to say about this clip, Nathan. We've missed nearly all of it. But,
well, let's go quick.
This thing here is like a bonfire from Dark Souls, but at the moment it's not activated. You'll see it says in the top.
How do you activate it?
You have to do something in particular, like defeat a formidable enemy, for example, or solve a puzzle.
Here goes Hollie. How does she do in this fight? Let's find out. A, she's blocking. She's stopped blocking.
She does kill the guy.
That is
I'm going to give you a little bit of.
She's rolling around. She with the rolls, Dave. I know we've spoken before on these videos about how, I mean, you look at it and you say the combat model is very similar to Dark Souls or Demon Souls, but it's slightly more forgiving in this game. And I think they've deliberately done that so that you can break out of your roll at any time. But you were also saying that you can't take damage while you're actually in your roll.
So yeah, when you're going into the roll, when you're coming out of the roll, you can take damage. But I think the actual act of rolling, you are just very briefly invincible.
Right.
So I think they wanted to sort of try and really not punish you as much as possible for I suppose people
like a little dash move.
They've pressed the evade button and they want to evade.
I've evaded.
Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't be getting hit, so she does kill that guy, which is lovely stuff. And we're about to move on now to.
So she switched to two-handed here, presumably like Souls. There's a bit of a damage.
That's something I was going to say. So you tap triangle. Yeah. You do it mid-fight. You'll notice that actually at the start of that clip where she was fighting those smaller guys, she did it mid-battle, and the shield went onto his back. He started holding the hammer with 2 hands, and that increases the damage that he does with, I believe, just the heavy attack by 1.5%. It might 1.5 times, I should say.
Yeah.
It might be during the whole battle, and also the shield still does a tiny little bit of defensive work, but not very much. But it does help if you get attacked from behind.
So that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, you're wearing the shield on your back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna,
don't hit me on my back.
Exactly.
It won't hurt.
It won't hurt. So
there's some fire here.
This is the opening boss.
Okay.
Just your usual sort of Dark Knight, breathing fire.
He looks a bit like Weta Digital Sauron, doesn't he?
You can see, you know, all that fire's not done wonders for his flesh.
No, my skincare regime includes no fire. I don't know if that's the same for you.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I embarrassingly have quite a poor skincare regime.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse, Dave. You could include burning yourself in it. Let's talk about this boss. He's lumbering. He's segmented. First Warden here.
That's right. Now, all the bosses I've seen have got segmented health like this, and it means different things.
Yeah.
We've seen one before, and when you got him down, you know, every 25% or whatever, his moveset changed. He became more furious and was sort of had buffs. This one, as we'll see, every 25%, he's going to lose a bit of armor, become a bit more exposed, but as a result, he's also become a bit more dainty.
That makes a lot of sense. Hollie's getting right in it. See, that hammer to me is a very slow weapon to be slashing around when you're not completely sure of what the boss is going to be doing. Whoa!
There you go. There's a bit of... he takes a leap backwards. He was not expecting that. Well, I think...
He just burst off his first layer of armour. Like the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly. As far as I'm aware, you're going to start with this hammer. Or certainly this class is going to start with this hammer. So, not a whole lot of opportunity for a different weapon as yet. But I think you'll notice midway through she decides actually she's not using the shield at all, and so she just sticks it on her back because it's not doing anything. There's also some of his moves that he has just take away your stamina. So a couple of them, I think when he sweeps his shield and just knocks you over, it doesn't do any damage to your health, just takes all your stamina away.
Yeah, that will it'll make your poise will be exhausted by the strength of the blow.
And for beating this boss, you actually get to keep his sword.
Wow, I wouldn't know where to put it. I've got nowhere to house a flaming sword of that size.
No, you've got very small pockets actually for a grown man.
Yeah.
So I think he's just lost a bit to the second part of it. He's down to less than 50%. His top half is almost completely exposed, but he is way more nimble. Have you noticed he's got like a sort of an angry face on his shield? Just a sort of...
Grumpy. I wonder if you got it for Christmas. Here's a shield for you, Mr. Grumpy. So Hollie's died there, Dave, and you've got it out right, because look at that big pile of spirit.
That's right. I was trying to keep it a secret, but I can't avoid this big bit of spirit. So when you die, quite like Dark Souls, your
shield's off. What's happening now?
Hello.
When you said he got nimble,
there you go.
He didn't explain exactly how nimble.
He's like a beautiful flower. There's a lot to be said about this ghost, and not much time because Hollie is about to defeat him.
You've missed your opportunity. What you should have said was, like in Dark Souls, you can collect the spirits and you can gain all your lost XP. Yeah. And that will go down over time if you leave it there. But what you told me was that it provides a buff to help the speed of your regeneration.
That's right. So Hollie didn't pick it up because she wanted to fight around her ghost, if you like, so that she gets a regeneration buff while she's fighting that guy. And she can still pick it up after this battle now. And he sort of ingested some kind of orbs of dark light there and become First Warden.
He's become First Warden, or surely that's a badge for killing the First Warden.
Well, maybe.
One of them.
Mr. Brains. I think get a new rune, which are used for crafting items. And there you go, Persistence, the greatsword, which the sword of the boss, which... this character's not actually able to use yet because he hasn't been leveled up enough, but it is there. A big fiery sword.
And this is the bonfire-like point at which you can pause and save and sit down?
I believe it is,
activated?
And it's also the end of our capture, sadly. It's the end of the first level.
So once again, Hollie did well, and she died. She killed the boss this time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic.
On only a second go.
Oh yeah, we could have lied about that, but
no, we couldn't because of the ghost thing. That's why I thought we'd be honest. But it was a second go. I thought it was good.
Well, I like that it's not a complete retry, and that it gives you a reason not to just run in and grab all your stuff and then just go. Doesn't matter if I die now. I've got my stuff.
Well, I think that's really smart because you might have loads of XP, but you might just run in and get it and then not be able to defeat the boss again. And being that, I like that choice of. Do I want to have a buff? Do I want my XP? And you can also bank your XP at certain points.
It's less binary than just you have failed. You get a decision, and the thing you dying now can affect your next playthrough.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow, Lords of the Fallen, October.
Yeah.
At some point.
I'm really, really looking forward to it. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I am too. Bloodborne's looming ever larger, but there's just time for me to have a little go of this in between.
It's a little stepping stone.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know what you think about Lords of the Fallen now that we've had another look at some new capture in this video. Like this video to make us powerful and strong, and subscribe to the channel because in the build up to Christmas we're going to have loads of capture of all the newest PS4 games.